thank you so much, Francisco, for joining us here on Hablo Talks. It's great to have you here in London as well. Great. It's been a while now. It's been a few years since we've met last.
It's been quite a few years, yes. And I remember when I first met you, I was like, this guy's going to be my buddy. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. I was really fortunate to be in San Antonio a few years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely love it. And one of the biggest things I'm thinking to myself now is we're getting to a stage now where the whole of the travel industry are going to get to know about San Antonio.
Thank God. Yes,
I know. You're hosting IPW.
Yes, absolutely. We'll be hosting IPW May 20th through the 24th, 2023. I've been mentioning this to a lot of the UK and European tourism trade, and they are absolutely excited about it. It hasn't been in Texas for over 20 years, and the 2 times that it has been in Texas, both been in Dallas, so we're very happy to have it in San Antonio for sure.
I think the industry are lucky to have it in San Antonio as well, having experienced how beautiful it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to see what the San Antonio story is. Our culture, our history, our vibe, our speed. The thing that's beautiful about Texas, I would say, is that you have very distinct regions, right? And we have all of these cities here that work very, very well with each other. I think when they come to San Antonio, they're going to be very refreshed in knowing that this is a city that's very, very unique. It's distinct. It has its unique sense of place as well.
Yeah. No, and colors.
Colors are everywhere in the city, but it's not done like, this is like, oh, it's like too many colors. This doesn't even look right. This is so tacky. No, not at all. It's like, it's actually the fabric of the city, I would definitely say. And kind of like the fabric of the culture of the city too.
And the history.
Absolutely.
Alamo.
The Alamo, our Spanish colonial missions, the German heritage that we have there as well, indigenous culture that we have. It's all very important to us. And I think what we do pretty well in the city is that it's not segmented. It blends together. Even the sounds blend together. German music, Mexican music, indigenous culture music. As a matter of fact, before I even got here, it's been about a week since I've been home. And there's this type of music called conjunto music. And the beat of conjunto music is like the beat of that German polka with a little bit of that accordion as well in there and a little bit of that kind of bouncy kind of dance. I was listening to a good song, dancing in my hotel room, and I'm just like, I'm going to be home tomorrow. I'm going to do myself a little dance as soon as I get there.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, you're right. Talking about the different characters and the different fusions of because it's not far from Austin, okay, and just slightly out you've got Fredericksburg,
right?
And you may as well have just gone into Germany.
Tell me about
going
it.
To Fredericksburg.
Exactly. I'm like, where's my passport? No, you're totally right. You see a lot of German heritage in the buildings that are there, and the boutique shops that are there. Even the architecture. In some cases, you also kind of look at it and you're like thinking, Germany hasn't gone anywhere. It's still here. Yeah, for sure.
So what's it been like this week, mixing with the travel industry, back again?
It's been fantastic. I was really looking forward to it. As a matter of fact, on the plane, I made a little post, I put it on Facebook. And I think it was at that moment that I realized, oh my God, like I'm back on a plane. I'm going to a trade show. I'm taking my first international flight. It's been 2 years. The last time I was here was in November 2019. And it kind of hit me right then and there. I thought, it's happening again. Like the energy is picking up again. There is hope in the future again to bring back the international tourism industry really back into the United States and, and also in San Antonio.
Yeah, no, brilliant.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. Right, I'm going to ask you a personal question now.
Go for it.
Who's your biggest mentor?
My biggest mentor, I have several. Growing up was actually a character in a book, Le Petit Prince, The Little Prince. And I read the perspectives that the Little Prince had. He had a unique way of looking at life. He talked in a perspective in such a way where he said, when you become an adult, don't forget the wonder that you had as a child. Look at things from that perspective still, because if you do, you'll discover so many things. Your imagination will still run wild. You'll do that outwardly, but you'll also do it inwardly. But getting older, from 29 to the year I turned 30, it was like something, I don't know, it struck, and all of a sudden I got tired. I got tired, and I didn't want to do all the partying that I used to do before. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's fantastic. But I started wanting to do different things, like professionally wise and this kind of thing as well too. Start working on things that I've always wanted to work on. And then I started to look at leaders in those fields that I could follow as well too. I love history. So things that I look at in history, as far as mentorship is concerned, I would look at major leaders throughout history, some of them back to the 1700s and 1800s and the things that they did. But it's been a change pretty much going through the different stages of my life. Well, I hope that answers your question.
No, you have.
Okay,
you have,
good.
and more so.
Okay, good.
And
good.
more so. We've got one thing in common, haven't we? Okay, and you're thinking, what is it? What is it? What is it? Within the last 2 years, love for San Antonio, travel. We're talking about the fro. Okay.
Which one?
The fro.
Oh, the fro. Oh my goodness. You need to bring it back, George.
You think so? I
Yes.
don't think I can get away with it. It's going to take me quite a few years.
You'll be surprised. It'll come back in 2 years. You'll be ready, set, go. Yes, for sure.
Francisco?
Yes.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure again to see you.
Pleasure's all mine. Good to see you too.